Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing around with the pool pump. As you can see, the union ring that connects the pipe at the top of the pump has snapped in half, and that's really my fault. I used a wrench to tighten it, and I should have hand tightened those union nuts, to be honest. Now those union rings are designed to not come off, so in order to replace the rings you really have to redo the plumbing. In my case, cut the pipe at the top in half and redo the 90 and the ring and all that. So that's a lot of work, but there is a better method and I'll show you that in a minute, so stay tuned. But first, let's get the ring off. I'm going to use this ratcheting PVC pipe cutter tool to get the ring off. You can use a hacksaw as well if you want, but the tool makes it really easy. If you're interested, I'll put the link to the tool in the description of the video. As you can see, the ring is brittle, and over time they do get weak and crack, so eventually you do have to replace these rings at some point in time. As you can see, there is a small lip around the pipe at the bottom, and that prevents the ring from coming off, and that's the reason why you can't simply replace the old ring with the new ring. Here's an example to show you what I mean. There is an O-ring that fits on the bottom of the connection. You'll see there is a lip, and then the ring goes on top and it won't come off once it's in. So in order to replace that, you have to redo the plumbing, and in order to redo the plumbing you have to spend time and effort. You got to buy the parts, the glue, the connections. However, there is a better, quicker solution to this problem, and I'll show you that now. And the solution is a split ring. This is a union ring that comes in two parts that basically slip onto each other, and they're connected. I would call it through a dovetail connection or a mechanical connection, and I'll show you that here in a minute. It's pretty difficult with one end, but as you can see, that's what the connection looks like. It really is a great idea. There are no screws required, and the connection looks like a strong joint, to be honest. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description of the video. Basically, I bought it from MikeysQuickCoupler, I believe. That's the link to it. And I think they are 3D printed, so it's a good fit. Should be a good fit, but we'll find out in a minute. So if you have a pool pump, it's good to have a couple of these connections handy for your pool pump. He does make them in different sizes, so like I said, just have a couple of them handy just in case you need it. So let's see what the fit looks like on my spare connector. Like I said, you just slide in one part over the other part, and looks like a good fit, and sits on the lip nicely. So let's go to the pool pump and try it out. Don't forget to put the O-ring underneath the connector if it came out. You will need that. You might as well replace it with a new one, to be honest, if you're going to do this. So I'm going to place one half of the coupler on one side of the pipe and the other half on the other side, and basically connect the two halves together like I showed you earlier. Once the two parts are joined together, you're ready to thread the pipe to the pool pump. However, you'll notice that the coupler hits the lid of the pool pump. So you're going to take the pool pump lid off first, and then you can thread the two parts together. You really want to hand tighten these nice and snug. It's actually the O-ring or the gasket that's doing all the work here. You can always come back and tighten it a bit more if you see any leaks afterwards. While I'm at it, I'm going to empty the leaf basket first, and then put the lid back on the pool pump, and then we'll start the pool pump and see what happens. So the pump is on, and I don't see any air bubbles in the pump itself, and I don't see any leaks around the new union ring, which is also great. Really easy fix. As always, if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.